Hello everyone and welcome back to a new review for Overlord, Season 3, Episode number 6, and we are going back to Volume number 7. Kinda funny that they changed the order of the story of the novels, but I'm fine, and this episode we spend a lot of time with, well, different people. We followed the very strong mage Fluder. We followed a group of workers who basically are uh, not retired adventurers, but they are not following the guild with their rules, so they are doing the other jobs that is not issued by the guild, and they are not protected by the guild. So they have to check out every little detail of the missions they get, who the person is who offered the mission, if they can be trusted and stuff like this, because, well, the guild is not covering for them, so they have to do all the work for themselves. And we saw a glimpse of why they are not part of the guild, especially the one who really wants to spread the word of God, because the temple is kinda getting in his way of helping people, so as stupid as it sounds, he can't freely help people, even though this is what he wants to do. Do something for people, be there to help them, whatever it may be it with healing or anything else. So yeah, really interesting to see why he is not part of the guild, which, to be honest, I like. And also the family troubles of another member of that party. Those parents were formerly nobles, but with a new emperor, they lost their status, but they are still spending money like crazy and act like they are nobles. So, yeah, that girl has to earn the money, and people are after her for the money that the parents are borrowing, which is pretty funny, and it's that really nice trap because, yeah, spoilers. But I don't even know if the anime will cover that part of the novel. But it doesn't really matter. It's just because we have to know that she is doing the work so that she can get money and pay for the debts of her parents. At some point, she doesn't want to continue and just take her little siblings and get away from the parents. But then they are taking on the mission. And the mission is check out a certain ruin, a certain tomb, in a certain forest. And we all know where this is going. It's not even a spoiler to say that, yeah, they will see some really crazy things, and there's no happy end for any of them. And when we saw the gathering of the people who are taking on that mission, we saw their leaders meeting, and we saw that one guy who basically sees anyone who is not a human as inferior, and is talking big about his skills. And apparently his skills are as strong as he claims them to be. But he's still an asshole in terms of character, so yeah. And he looks down on elves, and he is showing up with a group of slaves. So yeah, really creepy, that dude, and he was talking big. But yeah, no happy end for him either, so yeah. And it was nice that the bits with Fluter, we saw him using the 6th tier of magic. But it's still not working, so he still has a goal to achieve. He wants to get better and stronger, because there's a Death Knight he wants to subdue, but that thing is like, not with you, man. So, yeah. Really nice, and we saw that a pair of adamantite adventurers are there to meet with him, or wanting to meet with him, but we are not seeing that happen. So I'm really sure that we will see it in the upcoming episodes or the last episode of this story arc. So yeah, really nice, and this is one of the things that makes not only the novels but even the anime so rich, so alive. We are not just following the same characters, we have different point of views, we see different characters, be it the high class of nobles, kings, emperors, princes and princesses. And then we see commoners rising up in the ranks like Stronov. We'll still talk down because he's actually just a commoner, even though the king is kinda protecting him because he knows how important Stronov is, as how strong he is, and also his capabilities he has in his position as the head knight. But then we see from those people we are going to fallen nobles still going crazy about that shit, to commoners who are just adventurers or workers and just trying to land that mission, and that will give them quite a bit of money. And then they have a talk, what if that member leaves? What shall we do? And that it might really be the last mission for them. Even though it will be their last, but this is something different. And then they are talking about retirement or looking for a different type of work, what they should do. And the one who wants to spread the word of God is basically, yeah, I would like to help people, so maybe working in a newly set village, spreading the word of God and be there. Stuff like this. Some not really out of the blue high ambitious things, no, just something that they want to do, that they believe in, is their future, their path, or their calling. And it's nothing crazy, it's nothing like that normal dude wants to be the strongest and gets to be the king or the Hokage or whatever. No, it's just like, yeah, you know, and I was a worker, and since that party is now over because we lost a member, and yeah, we could search for a new one, but hey, maybe I will find something different. Even if it's just something really simple. So it's really down to earth. Even though it's totally a fantasy isekai setting, but the characters, they feel so much more real than a lot of other characters from other isekai stories, from other fantasy stories, hell, even from other slice of life stories. But yeah, it's just these little things that I really enjoy about it. And even though everyone is basically waiting for, oh yeah, new sets of characters, and they want to invade the home of Ainz, yeah, they are going to end up dead, and I'm just curious to see how they are going to end up like this, but really giving them enough backstory to kinda get to know them, from where they're coming from, and what their goal is, it really helps to make it not like feel that they are characters who are just commoner A to D and yeah, we just see them dying in a cruel way and that's it. No, we get to know the story, and these are the things that I believe are making the difference between writing and good writing. And yeah, the author of Overlord, he is doing one hell of a job. So it's really incredible, and if he ever starts to write a new light novel, I'm really curious to see what kind of story he will write and how it will be. But yeah, all in all, another great episode, and I'm really looking forward to see the next episode next week. So yeah, that's it for now. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope I will see you guys next time as well. Bye bye!